For the pledge. You good? I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. All right, we can call the meeting to order. Craig, maintenance?
Afternoon. I have a quote here from Caleb Kelly to be installing 2 railing pieces, one at the stairwell at the main entrance that Roger requested, and another one at the west stairwell to block off underneath the steps. Since we don't have a sprinkler in there, can't use that as storage for state fire marshal. To make both of those is $12,000 and install.
On the exterior of the building?
Interior. The main entrance stairwell going up the 2nd floor, there's a spot where it passes a window, and apparently a little girl fell and almost went in between the window and the steps.
Does his business have an actual name?
Mid-America Industrial. Sorry.
So this is on the ones that we just painted?
I'm sorry, what was that?
On the current existing railing in the
When
building?
you go up on the end, when you go up the 2nd floor, when you're going up the stair rail is this far away from the window. And
Okay.
they said a small kid was right on the steps and they almost fell down in there. There should, I mean, I kind of agree because the whole window goes past the bottom of the stairs. So there's a gap there that far. That's why I told him to look and see about getting something to put across there so it can't happen. I don't know that the $12,000 option is the correct answer to that, but yeah, I think we could. What did you say on the other end of the building? It was to block off underneath the stairs?
Yep.
So it permanently block it off?
Yep.
So we can't use that for storage?
Nope. Unless you want to pay an additional price to get a sprinkler head put underneath there.
Is that the kind of the same scenario here,
Yep.
why that's blocked off?
Yep. And that's why the safe is sitting where it is here, so no one can store anything underneath that stairwell.
But you can put stuff that you don't mind if it burns up down there,
Nope.
like a safe?
Safe, if the safe catches on fire, I'd like to see it.
Fair enough.
Easy once it gets going.
I mean, I think we need to see what, like, did he give you drawings as to what he's proposing
I
here?
can
or-
ask, I can send back. I kind of overlooked this email till this morning. I missed it.
I mean, I personally think that's a lot of money for what we're getting. I think we should look at another option. We should figure something else out. I mean,
The
that's.
bad thing with that right there on the main stairwell is you got to be able to leave enough room to use that existing handrail.
Yeah.
That's why he made it set up to where it actually fit back right inside that window frame.
Yeah.
Should we try to find someone else that could do the work, or get a different quote?
Is it something metal?
Metal, yeah.
Is it something we should fabricate or anything? Else like that? Or something?
If he'd come and measure it.
Yeah. Probably could.
I think we should table this and then maybe go over there and look at it so we all know what we're talking about. I think there's some a lot cheaper options.
Okay,
I wasn't even aware this was even going on, so
yeah.
I tabled it as well.
Yeah, I mean, we just need to make sure that maybe we ask the, courthouse security to be paying attention if children are coming in there. I think we need to find something to
It's in between the 1st and 2nd floor, where the brass handrailing is, going from that first
Are you
landing.
making a motion to table this, or are you just not wanting to do anything with it today?
I don't think we need a table or a formal motion on the table. We just need more information, go look at it. I'm just thinking of the meantime, we know there's an issue now, right? What can we do in the meantime to make sure we're being, nothing happens. So,
I mean, we really can't do anything with it until the blind's in anyway. I mean, to make
Okay.
sure that they don't put something in there to affect the blind, so.
Okay.
okay,
Blinds will be here Thursday to be installed.
okay.
Next I have are the exterior signs of the courthouse, east and west side. I could only print one copy off because of the spike with it. I know I
We can
forwarded it
share.
all
We can share.
in emails. Read her, see, pages 1 and 3 show the smaller size signs, and that is what is included in the quote. Pages 2 and 4 show the larger signs. I did add a line item option for the upgrade price for the larger sizes. If that's what you guys prefer. Door graphics are shown on 3 and 4 also.
Do we have to, okay, so in the front, it's going to have no, no firearms or weapons allowed on premises?
Yeah.
And in the back's the do not enter?
Yeah.
I think smaller the better. I don't think we need too much to tell people not that they can't take a firearm into the courthouse.
I'll still take mine.
Do what?
I'll still take mine.
That's fine.
So employees are exempt from that, right?
I believe so.
So they'll be exempt from this sign when we put it up, right?
That'd be a question for the courthouse security. I don't know how they treat everybody that is not an elected official.
I mean, employees can take one in now,
They should be able to.
right?
They do.
Okay.
Right, so with the,
That portion of
That portion of the handbook was taken out.
Yes.
right. So with this sign up, I mean, that does not it does not
That's the
pertain to,
public in general.
that's for public. So do we need to state that on the sign or for just roll?
Nope, I'll make it clear at a public meeting. Now, there are officials and employees at the courthouse that are allowed to carry,
Yeah,
per the handbook. So don't do anything stupid.
I don't think you want to make it so obvious that people know it's a gun-free zone in that aspect.
Just because the public's not allowed does not mean it's a gun-free zone.
The cost for those is $4,624. I know Roger sent one back. They are going to just use a hand auger, so that knocked $600 off the original price of the 24 or something like that
Did you say
for the installation.
4624?
Yeah,
For
46.
4 signs?
Steep.
Are there any warranties or anything on them signs if they fade? I mean, are they different material than what's going to be inside? I mean, I like the idea that they're consistent with the rest of the building, but
so do we have the price? So where's the quote at now? So how much of that is for signs and how much of it is for labor?
Labor, installation by Green Sign Company is $1,800.
That's for the 4 signs, and I still have a hard time with that. You know, so it's 46, so it's,
And the signs are aluminum, 2x2 aluminum. And, wait a minute, no, post. Hang on it. Yeah. Cut aluminum and a 2x2 aluminum post.
I'm kind of just wondering if this aluminum is, and this type of sign is out of their wheelhouse, because, you know, they were pretty competitive on the plastic CNC cut. I'm wondering if they're quoting something that's not really in their strength, so is why it's so high. Did they act like they knew much about doing this, or?
No, they do all the signs,
I mean,
inside,
that's-
outside.
is it, I mean, so $1,800 of its labor?
Out of the 46 is labor, so yeah, it still puts that $2,800 for 4 signs, $700 a piece. That's a lot of money for a sign with a post.
I agree.
Sounds to me like that's the reason why we had what we had there.
Yeah.
I mean, if we get the signs, could you do the labor at some point?
I can have her reprice it and everything, just we buy the signs off of them, if that's,
'Cause, I mean, on the other side of it is, whatever they adhere to, we could go get a frame from the highway garage, paint it black.
I would like to see a quote for just the signs by themselves, no post, nothing. And we can come up, we can try to source a post and use some of our Friday help from the county garage if it's available, and put the signs up that route.
just the signs, no posts.
Yeah, but I would ask, figure out how they adhere in the back, so that way whatever,
Did we decide on the big signs or the small signs?
I think the small signs is appropriate.
Smaller
Okay,
signs.
so we just need a quote on the small signs by themselves.
Yeah, like, is there a bolt pattern on the back? I think that needs to be, we need to know, Craig, right? So whatever material we find for a post,
I'd say they probably, majority of them got a little bolt on the back of it that it bolts in, or a
Yeah.
bolt.
but I mean, if we're gonna kind of think of a way to do it ourselves, then we would want to know that before we order the signs and, okay? What else do you have for us?
I got the warranty, excuse me, warranty information back from Stones and Zimmer Tractor. From Zimmer Tractors, it was, the warranty on the unit is for 2 years. And from Stones, warranty, 2-year warranty on Kubota bumper to bumper, and 2-year warranty on the snowplow.
So there's no warranty on the Zimmer snowplow?
It's probably included.
Included.
Because it's a Kubota brand.
Yeah,
it
so
would
it's
be
apples to apples
apples
is
to
where I
apples,
was
yeah.
getting at. And what were those price differences again?
For Stones was $27,490.
27,490?
Yeah. And for Zimmer Tractor, it is $27,732.
And we have an equipment fund to pay for this out of, Amy? I'm not mistaken.
Yeah,
For decisions made, we need to make sure we can pay for it.
I need to make sure you have money in it.
Yeah. Do you guys have any questions regarding the units or anything else on that?
Was there a weight difference in those plows? One maybe tell you if it's got more steel in it, there's steel, I don't know.
No, they didn't go that far into the detail. I know Bob's holds up, I can tell you. I stole Dad's one time, ran it into a couple of posts by accident.
We just got this last one before this one. Just teasing.
I'm getting there, sorry. I have my budget book with me, I forgot it.
Are you guys, guess if we have a way to pay for it, something that we want to do?
I think so.
Yeah, I believe so, yeah.
Yep.
I mean, you have 40,000 in your machinery and equipment line item in QCAT.
So is there anything else that might be coming up the rest of the year that we would fall short on, or is that, I'm not familiar with what we normally use that budget for, is that pretty much all?
I mean, I think we bought Craig's truck a couple years ago out of that one.
Yep.
So no, not really. I mean, if it's mechanical, we can use building maintenance and stuff like that for it.
So that'll actually, if we do that, that'll give us some little bit money left over. If we have to upfit the truck for the corner, we can still have some money there if we need it.
Yeah.
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 All
Because I
right.
think it's clear to say that, I mean, let's make a decision on the, who we're going to go with as far as the side-by-side goes.
I make the motion to award Stoneses for having the best price, and it's apples to apples pretty much. So,
I'll second it.
All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Aye. Okay, and then, as far as the truck goes, we're gonna keep it here. It's not gonna, is that fair to say? We're gonna keep it here and figure out what the next
Right.
steps are. Is there room, if that shows up, do you have room to park both units?
Truck's been sitting outside for a while.
Okay,
Since everybody moved back in, I only had enough room to take all the tables, desk, and all that and stick it in the garage.
okay. So, can we get rid of that stuff so you can park your side-by-side in there?
I'm making room. We got rid of half of it the other day.
Okay.
Did they give you a time frame? Either one of them, or, well, I guess Stones, did they say what the time frame was for to get one?
They said they can probably get the, Stone said they could get the Kubota faster, the snow blade, they'll have it before winter time, if it comes to that.
Okay.
the truck with the coroner, is their budget gonna be reimbursing back? Or is this the same budgets, or how's this work?
It's, I think they're funded out of the general fund, which would be our budget. And it'd be nice to see if we could maybe sell their van or something and use that money for the up
Right.
kit.
Yeah, I didn't know if we could be getting some revenue out of it to put back what we just
It
took
would be
out.
tomato, you know, if we, if it's general fund money and we had them reimbursed, I don't even know if they have any
Well, the
equipment in
fund,
their
the
budget.
fund we just used isn't general fund, is it?
I believe it is.
Is it general fund? Look,
Coroner is paid out of general fund.
And,
Their whole budget comes from the general fund,
and what was our equipment budget fund?
QCAP.
QCAP.
But I would have to make sure that's where we paid for his truck out of, I can't remember.
Okay.
Where did we
Okay.
buy that at? Hubert?
Batesville.
okay, I just was wondering
Chrysler, yep.
how that was all gonna work.
Yeah, I don't, I mean, it's, I don't know if it would make, it'd be different if it was, if the corner was funded in their own tax rate, then it would make sense that there was something, but whether it's QCAP or general fund, it's very close,
Okay,
so.
okay, got you.
Yes, sir?
You're talking about.
You're gonna have to come up to the microphone so the, otherwise Ron, the public won't hear you.
Okay.
Unless you want me to repeat your question, it's up to
No,
you.
that's okay. I just had a real quick question. You're talking about giving a coroner a truck and selling their van. How will they transport bodies?
So,
Because that's what they use the van for.
yeah, Jason's going to address that.
Yeah.
He should have all the information.
There's a way to modify the truck that can put a stretcher in it to where they're not having to lift it up, and Jason will.
So they've got some equipment from the ambulance that they kept out of it that they'll put in it with a shell on the back, and they said it's pretty common to do that, so he's
Oh,
checked
okay.
it
I
out.
was just curious
Yeah.
about.
Yeah,
Jason,
and it'll be four-wheel drive, and, yeah, we'll
And
get it.
yes, that is where we paid for
Yeah.
Craig's truck out of, was QCAP.
Yeah.
you done, Craig?
Yeah, I'm done. I didn't want to.
And are you the new jail maintenance? Would you come up to the microphone, introduce yourself? I've never met you, I apologize.
Nope, my name is Michael Goddard. I've been at the jail for 4.5 years. As of Monday, I transferred over to the maintenance position and been working with Craig, going over things. He's been helping me when I come into some problems and stuff of that nature, but everything's been going pretty good, staying busy.
Perfect. Well, welcome, we appreciate it. I know there was some ways to get this done. I appreciate it, appreciate you hanging in there for us from accounting to do that. One of the things that we need to like make sure that we have a good working relationship with you, sheriff, yourself, because you kind of like, we probably need to set some parameters. I don't know what Craig's are about money that gets spent. Like, when do you ask us? When should he ask us? Do you mind me asking?
The jail had a $1,000 limit. Anything over $1,000 is when they had to come in and present it to you. But you always did use your best judgment. If you had a lock that went bad and it's $900, I still come in and say, this is what's going on, or
Yeah.
just to be courteous.
Yeah, and that doesn't have to hold up the project, just let us know that, is what we probably don't want is surprises. Sheriff?
Yeah, you guys are still good with, if he just like in a situation like that where he's got to get it fixed today, he could text you guys and say, hey, this is what's going on, it's $900, you good with that? And you guys are.
And in conjunction, it is the sheriff's budget for the jail maintenance. We kind of like work on that account, share that account, so to speak. When we're in charge of the building, so it kind of makes it a little bit more convoluted. But the main thing is that we just kind of want to know what's going on. At some point, I would challenge you to like make a list of larger expenditures that could be down the road, and plan for that. That way we can know and we can plan for it accordingly.
Absolutely.
And then,
Just communicate with us
No,
real good.
text
Absolutely.
message,
surprise.
email, whichever works, you know.
Will do.
I mean, either one's fine, or,
So currently, he was bringing it to my mind. The other day, I was replacing ceiling tiles in the kitchen. The inspector came through and dinged us on a couple ceiling tiles. And I noted a leak that was above the kitchen coming from subblock 216. As of right now, I've went through the chase, checked all the water lines and all the sewage fixtures. It's not coming from that. We're currently trying to rule out and make sure it's not the roof. So tomorrow I'm meeting with the roofing gentleman to make sure there's no leak on that side and to see if it's what the problem we had in 215 where they had to put the stainless steel up on that.
okay.
So if worst case scenario, we have to do the repair we did in 215 to 216 as well.
Okay. And then I know that, speaking of the roof, there's that project going on.
Yes.
You know, so there might be some involvement and work involved into that with working with Verigy, so make sure that he's here, make sure everybody knows who's who and what's what as
Yeah.
far as that goes. If you can kind of spearhead some of that. And then the other thing that I kind of want to challenge you on, remember, it's a commercial building. I mean, we're not, it might cost a little bit more money to do things right, but let's make sure we treat it as I don't need tarps in the roof to
No, yes.
move water around. I don't need gutters in the roof to we need to make sure that we maintain that building to
Absolutely,
the
yeah.
best of our ability.
Over the past couple storms, we've had other leaks developed. The roofing company that's up there, they have been doing a great job at, when we brought it to their attention, they went over there and went ahead and put a patch on it until they can get over there to repair it. So
Perfect.
that's what I'm going to be doing tomorrow, just to verify that there's no leak. That's what's actually running down the wall into the kitchen, to try to separate what's actually causing that water damage in the
Perfect.
kitchen.
Any other questions?
No.
No.
Is there anything that we need to discuss about, I mean, at some point, Craig's going to need to do his own thing, so, I mean, I'm sure he's willing to help if you guys can work together and sharing his time and stuff like that. I'd appreciate that.
Yep, 100%.
Yeah, because I want him in the middle of something and
Nope, yeah.
have the expectation he's going to be down here in 15 minutes, right?
No, he's been doing great with me. Whenever I have a question, I shoot him a text message, and he's leading me in right direction when I come to a point where we were replacing a simple valve that has been in there since probably the beginning of time, and both of us were troubleshooting it together over text, which was perfect.
Perfect.
So,
Anything else that we needed to discuss today, Craig, about this transition? Sounds good. Just keep us
All right.
informed, and the main thing is yes.
So he got the inmates, the 2 inmate workers we have, and the old carpet, or not old, just new carpet we took out of this building across the street. We've already started laying that in the old offices.
we fitted it to the old sheriff's office, so we repurposed all the carpet.
I thought you
and-
guys were wondering what we were going to do with that carpet. But that's
We
Yeah.
talked about it. Yeah, that's great.
Yeah, we were able to repurpose it for there, and then getting those offices updated and everything, and going from there.
Perfect. Well, I look forward to working with you.
Thank you, gentlemen.
Thanks.
Sheriff, you got anything for us?
I don't, sir.
Okay, well, you have a good day. Thank you.
Hey, Craig, I did have a couple things here. I would, did the floor get polished?
Yes, that is
Okay.
done,
Okay.
Oh, nice.
All
Okay.
right. And then,
just yesterday.
did the chairs get ordered?
Yes, they did. They'll be supposed to be delivered around the 13th.
Okay. right,
So hopefully they'll have it in and everything before the 16th.
all right. So now we have an open house. What do we need to talk about his role in that? What do we need to do on that?
So just so the public's aware, August 16th, between 8 and noon is going to be the open house. If we need to advertise it, so council, I would like for council to have the invite. They were just as much involved in that as anybody. So I would like to be able to have them present for that. As far as like,
Did anybody put it in the paper?
No, we need to see about getting that advertised.
Yeah.
No, nobody's put it in the paper that I'm aware of. Yeah.
when you said advertisement, I didn't know whether you meant advertise so council could be there and put it in the
No,
paper. But I'm sure if we let Wanda at the newspaper to know that we would like to invite the public to come see the building
It's 8
between
to
the.
noon, and the Bergie's gonna have their,
8 to noon?
No, no,
it's open house from 8 to noon.
10 to noon.
Or 10, I'm sorry, 10 to noon. And then,
At 10 o'clock, we'll do the ribbon cutting. So,
yeah, 10 o'clock is the ribbon cutting, the Bergie will be here.
yeah. Can you be here that weekend? Okay,
I'll make it work.
okay. Is there anything else that,
So we need to make sure we have somebody in the courtroom.
okay,
And, I talked to John, he acted like he would do it if we told him a date, so I don't know if there's any place else that would be open to the public that we need to have somebody. Do you know any place else?
You want all the offices opened up, or?
I don't think we need to have it where they can go into personal areas, do you?
No.
I mean, just,
I was just
you know,
gonna say, yeah, because
Yeah, I mean-
if you're opening the courtrooms, that would probably be about the only concerns that you would
I
have.
kind of consider the courtrooms a public area because that's where, and that's where a lot of the work was done, and you can really tell the difference, so.
I'd have to talk to Judge Sharp and see if they're gonna have someone in there, or how they wanna do that.
Yeah,
and sheriff just left, I mean, do we need courthouse security to be?
well, that was gonna be another question. I didn't know whether we needed security there to,
Because on that side, it'd be nice if we could just get them to be there for the courtrooms or to be present, and maybe
Yeah.
we don't, because it's not like it's not like the judges, I don't think the judges are gonna be here. I
No,
mean, they're
I'm sure they'll
invited,
be.
but it's not, but maybe if we at least ask them to be present during that, maybe in the courtrooms or around.
yeah.
If you have one security officer in each courtroom and then one at the door.
So
Okay,
we
we'll
probably
work out
need
the
to get-
details on it.
Yeah. I just want to make sure you're available for that. I want you to be here. You've done more work on this project than I know I have, and probably the rest of us, so, maybe Jeff will give you the big pair of scissors if you don't.
That's all right.
All right, thank you, Craig.
Yep, thank you.
Thank you. Highway garage? I know Jason is out of town, from what I understand. Must be nice. Before I forget, because I sent him a text message, how I learned that he was on vacation, is there's a slow sign, children at play sign on Spades Road towards 1300, where the church is at. Been asked 3 times to move the sign more towards the north before it goes down. I think the sign is actually on the other side of the hill. It's kind of silly where it's at. I think it's west of the church that's for sale south, excuse me. So if we can move that north further.
That would be no issue.
What do you got for us, anything?
The only thing I have was an update for chip and seal. We've got about 12 miles left in the south quarter, minus Michigan Road. That's going to be, we're going to shoot that all at once from Napoleon clear down to the proving ground, 421, due to heavy traffic concerns. We want to just be there so people will be used to us being on that road instead of doing some and coming back. So hopefully it'll be weather and breakdown permit. Maybe the end of the week, the South District will be done. Other than Michigan Road.
We're making sure we're filling the potholes before we do any chip and sealing. Thank you. Any questions for the highway garage?
On Cavill Road, there's some going out of Friendship, there's some culverts that's been replaced, and they're sunk out pretty bad. Is there anything we can do with them?
Yes, I thought, I had somebody on them last week, but I'll make sure we go back to them.
I do want to be
They
clear.
did, I think I drove through there yesterday, and one of them on down done a real nice job, but there's a couple of them
Yeah,
before
yeah,
you
we
get there.
didn't finish it with chip and seal, but
Right,
it's
yeah.
kind of a afternoon when we're
Understand,
done, or off
understand.
day, down day.
Yeah, we have several over there on 1100 by me, and I have a guy that complains all the time, and I've officially called them Rick bumps, so that way he drives slower. So,
So on the, we voted on the quail walk down at the chute. Have you heard has anybody heard any repercussions on?
No, they just requested, to be smooth for the chute.
And we did that for them, and they was
And
happy.
that was kind of a deal we made with them. We
Okay,
would do
all right.
just the crossings for the first and second one for campers, and they were fine with that.
All right, so has there been any other roads that, so obviously we don't have to chip and seal that now because that's not a maintained road?
Right.
But we still own that road, correct?
Yes, it is on inventory. It's
So,
non-maintained.
So is there any other roads that we're not going to do that to because, that's still going to be gravel that we're not chipping and sealing?
Yes, we got 400 East, which belongs to Matt Sweeney. He said he was fine, he would request to take that over under his own power, because it's his farm, or it's at the dead end. And the other one we have an issue with is 200 South, Williams Crossing. It is not on road inventory. It goes right to his driveway and about 50 feet past, and that is it. Talking to Jason, but other than, I don't know if it's going to have to be brought up through, or maintained and then turned over to the county through that setup, or how that should actually be handled there. And then, there's a dead end, straight across from Old End Road. We've maintained that, I don't know how long, but it's only like a tenth long. And they were requesting it to be turned back, which it should have been, but it is not also on the road inventory. It shows as an easement through the state. So I don't know how they would pertain to taking care of that, other than there's two individuals that share that drive.
So does that,
Can you come over here closer?
Oh, sorry.
Microphone.
Sorry.
I'm sorry.
so if we're not maintaining them, so the one by Swinney is a good example. He doesn't, we're letting him take care of that. Is that still going to be county property, or are we giving that to him?
Yeah, it should fall back to being removed. It's I think it is 7/10 long.
You talking the whole length of it from,
Fairground? He owns both sides property, that both actually owns all the way around that dead end.
for him to actually take the property back, as far as it not to be a road where it'd be a private drive, he would have to get it vacated through, John knows the process.
You can do a vacate of those roads like we did over there on the dead end road that goes back to Eric Wolf's new home. Terry Wolf's on the west side of 129, just south of Woodtown, south of 48.
Yeah, okay.
That road that
Yes.
goes to the west has been vacated. The plats and the towns and the streets and the alleys and the town spades, those have been vacated. And then I think there was one more out around.
Yeah.
Ballstown.
But the answer, us not maintaining it and having that agreement's acceptable too, without, as long as that understanding, I think it needs to be written down somewhere, so 10 years from now, someone's asking who maintains it. I don't think we actually give up, we don't own the property, we just have the easement.
Right, so what happens if he wants to put a culvert in?
If it's not, if it's considered officially non-maintained,
He can do whatever he wants?
he can do whatever he wants, and we're probably not gonna do it for him. If he wants it to be, if he wants us to maintain culverts and do stuff like that, then it needs to remain as a road inventory.
Yeah. So you're talking from fairground all the way to the house,
On,
Sweeney.
well, it'd be from, no, you're on this is 400 East off of 62, going towards Friendship. Where the little S jot is in the road, they just
Yeah.
redid the culvert pipe and all that. That's approximately 1 mile from 129.
So you're talking about back at his house where it goes on
Yes.
past his house?
Yes.
Yeah.
He asked for a private drive sign, no turnaround, or at the right at the entrance of his
But
property.
until he vacates that, the signs and everything, it's still a public road, even if it's not being maintained, until he vacates it. So if he puts a chain up and says no one can go down here, he can't do that.
Right, it's not.
Correct me if I'm wrong, John. Yeah, I mean,
Nothing
there's
like that's
a,
been done.
there's a difference between maintaining a road, not maintaining a road, and vacating a road.
Because that road still has cattle crossings across it.
Yeah, I think there is one cattle crossing and a gate, and that's
Right.
what's always been the issue is with the gate. Because they'd run their cattle back there, and we'd have to get a hold of whoever, at the time it used to be Everett Woods,
Right.
and we'd have to have them make sure the gate was open so we could gravel or do whatever, so.
Yeah, but if we're not maintaining it, that eliminates that.
Right.
We just need it for public record that it is not, that the commissioners are making that a non-maintained road.
And he owns on both sides of the road, I take it.
Yes.
Yeah.
So if he get a lawyer, file a petition,
Okay,
then he can get that closed and he can gate that off.
Okay.
You know, wherever, if it's right off of 62, whatever the width of the state right of way is.
It's not off, there's a
It's not
road,
off the
it's at the
street.
end of a road that comes off of 62.
Gotcha, okay.
Yeah, because there's other people live on that road.
Wherever,
It's at the
wherever
end.
the edge of that existing intersecting county road is, that the 400, and I would think that's where he could probably fence and gate off,
okay, okay.
if he wants to make that.
Do you think we should put that in public record that we're not maintaining that? So that way,
Is it
because it's,
current, is it current on the inventory?
Yes, it is on the,
So we're receiving money on it.
yes.
Now, we don't have to maintain it because it's up to the highway department commissioners to decide where those highway funds go, which roads need the maintenance. But it does kind of remain open as a county.
I think he should come to initiate that process. I wouldn't want to close it right without him here.
oh, we
It's a
can't,
process, and they have to
we,
serve notice.
no, we have three options. We have two options out of the three. If the landowner does not want anyone to go past a certain point, he needs to legally get the road closed, and he can shut down that road and put a gate up.
Two things. He can temporarily close it and then ask that it be permanently
Yeah.
closed, or he can vacate.
Yeah.
They're
Or,
two separate things.
or if we want the status quo, we could either maintain it as we currently are, or two, we can put it in public record that we're not maintaining it either. So then he doesn't have to shut it down, because what that does is that protects us 5 years from now for when someone buys the property or property changes hands and they say, well, I want to build 3 houses down here and you guys need to get this road back up to standard.
That's my point, Yeah,
Yeah.
it's going to happen when somebody else
So
goes
as,
there.
if we decide right, I mean, the best solution for him is to just close it down and go through the legal process. But we here can say, we are no longer maintaining this road, and Jason will have to put that in the inventory, just like we did for Mud Road over in my area. We maintain into a stop sign, we could put a sign up that says no, end of county maintenance, and we don't have any responsibility on it any further.
And that officially goes over to him, that's his property.
Yeah.
Okay.
I mean,
Yeah.
it would refer,
It's still until he closes it down, it's still public access. So if some kids are gonna go back there and drive down that road, it's a public road, you can't tell them they can't be on it.
Yeah.
You're right.
So is that the same, where's the one at in Olean? Is that same situation? They want it closed?
That is, now, they was wanting to, we're unable to chip and seal it because of the curb height, we cannot get our equipment in there. But we also got to look, and it's not on the inventory, and there's 2 landowners, but it is a state easement. If you pull it up on GIS, it says State Route 129, and there's no owners or nothing of that. It's about 50 foot wide, 10th long.
Well, an easement, they should have to maintain it then.
Yes, yes, and that's the other issue with it, is like, there's nothing we can do with that I'm aware of.
So it's not, so we're going to continue to maintain it?
No, it's
he
nothing.
said for about like 50 feet in off of 129,
It's about 50 feet wide, about a 10th long,
10th of a mile,
yes,
and it's a state easement.
Okay.
NDOT has that easement.
Yes.
Probably a recorded easement,
yes, it shows on GIS, and
which it's their right of way and their jurisdiction.
So we probably shouldn't have been maintaining it all this time? Is that what you're saying?
Well, and it's never been a high maintain, it's maybe 1 load of gravel every 2 or 3 years, that was about it, but yeah, it should never been maintained.
Low and up, get gravel.
Yeah.
Okay, so that would be, so that whoever lives there, if they want gravel, they need to call NDOT to get gravel? Is that what you're saying?
I would say it would be landowners, if I was guessing. It's an easement for the driveway. I'm not for sure about that. I'm not, on the legal end, but
Okay, all right.
I know my
It's a
easement,
shared
I had,
driveway.
even though if somebody else owned the property, I had to maintain my easement to get to my other property.
But is it actual easement or is it actual road? That's where I'm kind of confused.
well,
I don't
it
know.
just, it does not show as a road or anything. It's just a block off. If you click on it, it just says none. But
So does the state highway department own it, and then they've granted the landowners an easement to cross?
that's what we're not sure of. I can't find anything on it.
The state has an easement of the landowner's land.
Yeah, that's what I don't know which way it is.
Okay, we probably need to look into it a little bit more. So before we do anything, before we say, hey, we're going to not maintain that, Jason will come and let us, we will make that decision, or has that decision already been made?
I've already talked to the landowners, and I told them, I'm not for sure the legal end up, but there's nothing that says it belongs to Ripley County.
So then that's a private drive.
Yes. No,
Regardless of who owns the easement there, they have the easement to get the property, but it's not an actual road. It's a private drive.
Okay.
That's how I interpret it. Is that right, John?
It's a
I mean-
shared easement.
Okay, because if it's not a registered road, it's not on a road inventory, and this is where we get into trouble. 2 or 3 people build on an easement, and then they start fighting on who's putting the gravel, and they want us to fix the problem.
Is it an easement or is it a road? That's my point.
It's clearly not a road.
No.
If it's not on a road inventory, it's not a road.
Okay.
So this is down in Olean?
yes, directly on the west side, straight across from Olean Road.
Computer's a little slow.
Because I kind of dealt with the same scenario, one of your counterparts, his road's the same way.
I think you should give
And it's not a county road,
Right.
even though it,
a lot of time to think about what it's.
if they want it to be a county road, then they need to get it to county standards, and then we can take it over.
And that was brought up to them if that was the deal.
Yeah. Guess this stuff needs to be figured out if we're going to say that we no longer have any gravel roads, and then
Well,
there's
that's not where-
different.
so other than that, we're not going to maintain any gravel roads then? Is that kind of what I'm picking up? If it's not turned back to, it's not chipped and sealed, we're vacating them?
Well, everything will be chip and sealed that's on road inventory.
Oh, okay, all right.
Yes.
Okay, all right.
Is there a name on it, or can we just find it?
No. Is it where the Smarts live?
Yeah.
That little bit of area?
Mike Zins,
Yeah,
Brandon Smart,
yeah. Isn't that your son?
stepson, yeah.
Yeah, so it's this drive right here.
Is this across from Tom's old
Yeah.
place? Okay. That's what,
Oh, it's right there again, Olean Road there? Is that where you're talking about?
Todd did live there, yeah.
Okay.
Alton and Ray and Laura moved down to Mike Zins's parents' house.
It's this little piece of land right here that has there's no ownership to it. But then again, like, just remember too, like, this GPS is not a legal document.
Right.
So, like,
Yep.
Now, I would say that it's based off of our road inventory.
Yeah.
If it's not on there,
Yeah, and it's not on state road inventory.
yeah,
Olean,
then it's a private drive.
So that, they're wanting it to remain maintained, or they want, I'm sorry, I thought you said, they don't want it closed, they want it maintained?
They were, they were expecting to be chip and sealed, and then I called and told them, we're having an issue with this. And they were fine with it being left alone also. So
Okay,
it was not like a
Okay,
big deal either way, as far as I know.
okay.
Other than it was brought up who actually owns the drive, and that I couldn't answer, because it shows none.
So then they can do whatever can they do whatever they want to it, and,
I wonder if that
Yeah.
might be down on the subdivision, because
I'm pretty sure Olean is laid out in
Probably
lots.
wasn't, because I'd say Mr. Zen split it off and gave his piece to his son to build on over there.
I don't think, no,
The width of
it's
it
all lotted,
appears only
Olean's
about
lotted out.
15 feet wide.
Yeah, that's what it's,
If you ever take according to GIS?
Don't know if it goes back that far or not.
Well, there's a house in front of him, but they gotta go down the road and he goes around the backside of it.
Yeah, because Disbro's live there, Smarts, and then Zen's,
That really looks
and then
like,
Amy Hobbs is on the other side.
yeah, I mean, it doesn't show the state of Indiana owning that, or anything. They've got the right of way on that one. This looks like this was nothing more than some form of an easement.
that's all I could come up with,
To access that property in the back there,
yes.
and that other house that cuts over, because there's no other road frontage for that to access.
No, no, just out towards the front, it says State Route 129, but then in the back, there's nothing.
My gut feeling says that the title search were done somewhere along there, and easement was reserved for ingress and egress among those landowners would be my guess. But,
So that would make it a private drive.
yeah, I don't see where there's anything, and that's certainly never been on the inventory, has it?
No, no, not, at least not the last 6 years that they've updated.
Yeah. I mean, the fact that they've actually platted that out with nothing being there kind of tends to say that that was probably platted off years.
It's probably just like Morris is. Morris has several of those.
Well, no,
They-
it's not even, I wouldn't even call it an alley. I'd venture to say whoever platted that off tried to reserve access for those lots to the north, to the northwest. And the driveway's kind of not within, as it shows up on the GS, but like Amy said, GIS is fairly accurate, but it's not foolproof.
Correct.
You know?
But it compared to state inventory map, there's nothing there. It doesn't go any further than
Yeah.
129.
Yeah, just whatever the edge of the right of way is out of the.
Yep.
And that's the same way. If they want us to maintain it, then they would have to bring it up to county standards for us to maintain it to get it on our road inventory.
Is it the county standards now?
No, it would need signage ditched. There is a small culvert pipe. It's too small and it's rusted away.
It would need a wider right of way.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It only looks like it's about 15 and a half feet
Right.
Yeah.
of actual right of way there.
Okay.
So somebody'd have to give up some right of way, dedicate to the county.
Yeah.
And then build the base up, the base layer pavement, and then the surface coat, maintain it for.
I think at this point, the main thing is that we know what it is and we have a clear definition and that it's not going to be maintained.
Yeah.
So they ask why it didn't get chip and sealed. Well, they're more than happy to get it up to county standards and then,
And I have talked to, well, of course, Zen's works at the garage, and I have talked to the other landowner. and
are they okay with it
They-
since they're landowner? We don't have anything to make an issue out of
The
it.
only issue was is whose driveway is it, and I told him I couldn't answer.
It's a shared driveway.
It's a shared driveway.
Work it out with your neighbor.
Yep.
What it looks like.
All right.
But a title search, you look at all the history on the deeds and easements and whatever may or may have not been recorded in surveys, would probably tell them a lot more.
Let him know.
Any other questions for the highway garage?
I don't have anything.
Thank you.
Thanks.
Art? Art with Verigy?
Good day, everyone.
Good afternoon, Art.
Thank you. There might be two. For anybody else.
Hello?
So you got some,
Are you going to be able to be here for the,
I will be.
okay?
I will be. Here's a color chart for the, we need to pick for the flashing metal and the gutter. Want a color chart?
Sure.
Project summary, punch list, still trying to get a few items completed. We're tentatively scheduled for Saturday the 9th.
Can you get more in the microphone? We're on camera now and we
Okay.
need everybody
Sorry
to
about
be able
that.
to hear.
Can you hear me?
Yeah.
Construction punch list, architectural punch list is most complete. We still have a few remaining items. We're looking to try to schedule that for tentatively Saturday, August 9th. Kind of waiting to hear back from the contractors. Mechanical insulation throughout the building. We completed the third floor and attic space. Same thing, working to kind of come back on this, on the 9th, which is this Saturday. Mechanical contractor is to supply ceiling tile for replacement due to the condensate damage. Basement restroom work, we turned it over on the July 11th. Still needing to install some piping covers over the piping. And the partition damage, I'm trying to work that out when we can get that completed. Hopefully the 9th as well. Controls, we didn't have a meeting last week, but we'll probably have one this week to, so Verigy's going to provide the humidity sensors. I kind of lost a couple weeks. I got a quote from our mechanical contractor and it was a lot. It was more than what I paid for the whole fire alarm system. Yeah, so I kind of lost a little bit of time, but we're working with, so Verigy, we used to be part of Johnson Mello Mechanical out of Indianapolis, so we're currently working with Johnson Mello Mechanical for, because they buy train equipment as well, so we're trying to work with them for the humidity sensors and the programming of the units. So hopefully I can get that resolved this week. Like I said, the equipment is set up to dehumidify, and so it's just a matter of getting the sensors, installing them, and hopefully programming the equipment. Let's see, Blackmore Buckner, they started the jail last Monday. I'll follow up with that after the meeting today. Hopefully they're making some good progress. And then if there's any roof leaks, Michael, I met Michael. Hey, Michael? I told him to let him know if we have any roof leaks and we'll address those. Safety, Craig, any customer or any safety concerns? Michael, any concerns? Is he doing good for you? Good. Milestones achieved. As I stated, we started the roof last Monday. Work scheduled this week. Shooting for basement restroom work at the courthouse this Saturday. Controls meeting, jail roofing will continue. I've been working on the O&M and closeout documents for the courthouse. Work scheduled next week. We'll continue to have controls meetings until we can get the issues resolved. Jail roofing will carry on next week. And I'll still be working on the closeout documents. Up and coming activities, August, September, we're looking to get started with the solar project at the jail. Action items needed. Have we had a chance to review the AIA substantial completion form? No.
Don't think I've seen that.
I think I left it with you guys at the last meeting.
We did, and you were supposed to review it. We didn't act on it.
That's okay.
We weren't going to sign it until you reviewed it.
That's a lot of papers, John.
I know.
Find out what paper.
It's right in the middle.
I can email another copy if we need to.
I think I
No big
still
deal.
have it. Let me look.
When's the last time you cleaned that file out there, John?
Well, it's
It's a work in progress, because sometimes we gotta go back and revisit old stuff.
All right, what else you have for us, Art? John will review it and get back with him.
So I just have a few remaining items for the Ripley County Inspector, which will be part of my O&M closeout documents. And then I think I presented a color chart for the metal gutter and the roof flashing for review.
Is it possible, I don't know how long you're gonna be here, but have they done any tear off yet?
Of the roofing or the flashing?
Any of it? Like
I
what's,
think-
if we go over there after our meeting and.
That would be great.
I would
think
like to
they're-
I would like to go over there and see where this is going before I ever make a decision on
Okay.
color.
That would be great.
I don't wanna blindly do it, so if we can just recess until, are you guys okay with that? Like, I don't know what I'm looking at, to be honest with you. Existing verse.
Fine.
So it's,
And I'm colorblind, so someone might wanna come over that can help me pick the colors, because,
So
beyond these two.
that would be great. We can meet
We
over there.
get out of here, I mean, I'm hoping we can rock and roll here today, so.
Okay. And then I reached out to him about getting a quote for the coping work. And so I'll email that to you when I get it this week.
And that's the caulking and stuff like that?
Yeah,
Yeah, I know there's a company in Summon, Hornberger's, they do a lot of that stuff.
Okay.
So, might be somebody to get a quote from.
What's the name of the company?
Hornberger, like plastering or something. They do a lot of,
Same gentleman that's been up here patching the roof.
Oh, okay. Very good.
they do like, all the
Harold-
caulking work, they do all, no.
And then his son-in-law Dave Billman. It's kind of
Okay, maybe that is it. I was thinking,
Harold was the first name.
no, there's a Hornberger Plastering, they do a lot of caulking and sealing work for like Dryvet and
Yeah.
that type of
I
stuff.
think that was Tim, maybe.
Yes,
Warnberger.
yeah,
Okay. Well, that's something to consider. I can
yeah,
Google them.
yeah.
Other than that, open discussion, ribbon cutting ceremony this Saturday. I'll be here for that, so.
A week from Saturday.
Yes, I'm sorry.
I'm like, this Saturday.
16th. Anything for me?
did the closet door in the women's restroom in the basement get shaved off on the bottom?
That's on their punch list to do. I added that to it, so this weekend? Okay.
Okay.
One thing too, if you can ask, if it's a question for Rick, is it would be nice, since you brought up solar, that if we know a yes or no, whether we're gonna get that $75,000 rebate by the end of the year. Can someone follow up on that?
Yep, I will have Rick reach out to you,
Okay,
for sure. I'll get with them today.
thank you.
All right.
Art, ECM1, all the HVAC it's installed?
Yes.
All done? I mean, that's the.
But I caution on that, let me tell you this, I spoke with one of the judges and very appreciative of what's going on, but there are still some mechanical temperature swings where I don't want us to close out anything until everybody over there's happy, because what I don't want, nothing against what you got going on. We still have leaky pipes, which is the reason why we spent all this money, so I don't want a leaky pipe before we sign anything to complete this project. I want to make sure every unit does what it's supposed to be doing before we complete the project out.
And I think that's substantial completion, not final completion.
Right,
Okay,
substantial
okay.
completion usually means when you, in home building and a lot of construction, when a certificate of occupancy is issued, when the people move into it, when you're using it, punch list items remain, and that's certainly something to be covered under warranty. But as long as the windows have fully been replaced, the HVAC is in,
Okay.
and then the other portion of that was the bathroom remodel. And I think that's all been done except for some minor cosmetic things down there.
Yeah, just, like toilet partitions, I'm working to get a ship date for the damaged panels. I think they're just gonna up and just replace them, the scratched ones.
And then I thought there was a percentage of a holdback to make sure that we do have the punch list items squared away, if I'm not
Okay.
mistaken.
I apologize. I thought maybe what we were looking at was the final.
It's not the final
Okay.
completion.
No, that one is just substantial completion. That's what I was gonna do, was take a look at the agreement, just to make sure we're squared away. At least all the materials, all the components have been delivered. There's just a few hiccups left to straighten.
There is, the controls and, which is the humidity issues and that kind of thing.
Based on that, you can sign that.
Okay. Do we have, is this it right here?
That's it.
Do we have a motion to approve the certificate of substantial completion for the courthouse project?
Make a motion.
I'll second.
All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
That's why it's a good thing I carry it with me. But yeah, I got covered up with some other county business.
That's quite all right.
I know that, John, I know
That's
that.
what went on the back burner. Sorry, Art.
That's
but
okay.
We
No,
got it
that's
squared away.
perfectly okay.
No problem.
Yeah, very good.
All right, anything else?
I don't have anything else, but
Okay, like I said, I would like to, if we could recess to go pick these colors out. I don't know if anyone has any issue with that. You're more than welcome to come pick colors. The least of my expertise here.
Which one hides that mildew scale that seems to be growing on everything these days?
Is it that,
You know, that stuff that gets flaky and on metal roofing or gutters? Know what I'm talking about? It's a scaly stuff.
right.
You got something that's kind of a pale.
Any other questions for Art? And are you guys all right with recessing and doing that?
Are we gonna do that now?
I was going to do it once, I think we continue to move at this pace, it should be within
Right, yeah.
a reasonable time period,
Yeah.
so.
very good. I want to go over there. I'll meet you over there.
Because Jason's here and he's the one that's furthest on the agenda, we can speed him up after we get Lisa. So, Lisa, you're more than welcome to brief us here.
Need this back? Or do you just need that?
Yeah, no, you're good with that?
We all need-
Everybody have to sign it?
Does everybody have to sign it? I didn't know.
It just said owner. but-
Okay. Yeah, I think we're good.
That's why I put it in the form of a motion, since I saw it was only a oneer.
I appreciate it, thank you.
Sorry, Lisa.
Okay. I just want to give you an update on the fraud. I'm sure you've already heard that our main checking account has been a victim of fraud. The situation has been under control since day one. On Friday, the 25th of July, the bank called me for verification of a check. Everything was correct except the payee, and that was not correct. They have software in place that caught this. I signed papers saying the check was fraudulent. We got all of our money back, so the county did not lose any money. That checking account is now in restricted status. So we're in the process, we opened a new bank account. We're in the process of getting everything changed over to that account. We're enrolling in positive pay as an added step for fraud protection. I know Amy's talked about maybe doing ACHs for vendor payments, and I've talked to other treasurers, and that works well for them, so I have no problem doing that. So that's another avenue for fraud protection. So I just wanted to give you an update. If you have any questions or concerns, just let me know.
Okay.
So-
I do want to let you know, like, I told Amy when I found out this, that the ACH stuff, like, I work with school districts across the state of Indiana and the country, it's very common.
Yeah. that's
That,
what-
I mean, you'd think for a one-time purchase from me, they're still having us fill out the paperwork.
Yeah.
So maybe moving in that direction.
Yeah, that sounds great.
Yeah.
No problem.
It's scary what these people would do, and I appreciate it being caught and them checking with you, because
Yeah,
that's huge.
yeah. So we're out no money, but just aggravation. So just want to give you an update. All
right, thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thanks, Lisa.
Jason?
Must be in the air. Somebody tried to use my debit card to make a purchase in Hong Kong this morning, so
You don't have any friends in Hong Kong?
I don't.
Before, I know on the agenda you have Health Board, can we talk, are you okay to talk about the cab or whatever you were talking about, so that, Mr.
I
Decker
couldn't hear
knows
you with
what's
that.
going on? Maybe show him a picture, or,
So we're gonna do coroner Jason Smith first.
yes, coroner Jason Smith first.
I was asked to bring quotes. I don't have hard quotes, but I have really good estimates, I guess, from vendors. So, Swiss caps, did the cap for Dearborn County's vehicle, which is one that we wanted to kind of model after. Apparently, the gentleman that did installation and electrical at Swiss Caps is no longer employed there. He sells Swiss Caps in Lexington, so if we want the install there and we want the electrical done, he'll do it if we drive it to Lexington. So we're trying to find a different solution to that. But the cap and complete with instructions on how to wire it yourself, if anybody wants to do that,
I nominate Jeff Votes.
would be about, I don't know that it's terribly difficult, but I don't know that it's not, so I don't know. But that would be somewhere in the neighborhood of $7,500. The installation of the cot in the back, the stretcher, and this is a power load, so they're actually installing the loading system in the back of the truck. The stretcher attaches to that and then lifts the stretcher into it. So same thing we have in the ambulances now. Installation from Fire Service, there's a company that sells ambulances and does that kind of thing, is $3,500. If they have to build some type of subfloor, that could be a little bit more. And then we will have to put emergency lights on it, not for speeding going in place. They obviously can wait till we get there, but for mark on scenes, safety reasons, and then we obviously need floodlights and things like that we have.
I mean, is this, with putting in this unit in the back of the truck, I mean, it's an 8-foot bed,
That truck is 8-foot bed, isn't it?
The 8-foot
Is it
bed?
not? I think it
I
is.
think so.
but everything, I mean, this system will all have enough room, I mean, I don't want you driving down the road with somebody's feet hanging out, you know?
I don't either.
Okay. Okay, I just wanted
They
to,
fit,
We can
they
set
fit,
them up in front.
they fit in the cargo minivan that we use now, so.
So
the
does
truck
that
bed on
maybe
this
have
is-
all those floodlights and all that stuff on it?
It doesn't have good floodlights, and I imagine they probably don't work, but that's another, no budget money to fix
so
them.
you're talking $10,000 to convert this thing on?
More like 15.
How much are the lights?
How much, yeah, we missed that part then.
He hasn't got back with, I was just looking at my email to see if he come back with that. That'll include installing all those install lights inside and, moving the radio equipment over that we currently have in the van, because you're gonna do whatever you're gonna do with that. So,
How old is the van? 2012 or something?
I bet Amy can look that up.
Anyway, that's not that big of a deal, I just, okay. Ron, do you have any other questions regarding this matter? Okay. Guess not.
None?
No?
Shaking his head no.
Okay.
I couldn't hear the,
I didn't hear him, I thought maybe he was taking a nap.
I couldn't hear the shake from
So
up
what
there.
what powers all this stuff when they put it in the truck? Do they have to upgrade the power system like this, the,
No, the vehicle power will power the cot and all that
it's
stuff.
all electric, it's an electric
Yeah.
over hydraulic, or is it all electric?
It's all electric.
Yeah.
Okay.
So I put it away, but the install of the cot, stretcher, whatever, in the back also includes shoreline, so it stays plugged in, so it doesn't drain the battery.
Yeah. And then, so the back of this does it have to have heat and air?
Yeah.
So it won't be climate controlled?
Yep.
Okay. So that's what I was kind of curious, what we needed back there. All right.
No, we're not.
But at
it's-
least
it's
you're not-
strictly-
I guess the-
strictly
I-
for transport, there's no storage.
I guess that's one of the things too, that we didn't say, that this is the advantage, is the person driving the van doesn't have to be in the same air as the person, even though it's not climate controlled, they're not in the same cab together like they currently are. Is that fair to say? Wasn't that what we said? Okay.
So the only amenities in the back basically would be the power of the cot and lights. That's all you really need, right?
In the back, yes.
Yeah, okay.
There'll be, on the side of the cap, there'll be storage. for different things that we store now. but-
Okay.
But there's no, yeah, that's the only power that's needed in the back.
Can you get some hard numbers on that?
Yeah.
Once you
I-
get those and.
I wanted to have them today, but I don't.
and
You got a power lifting in the back? Is that what you got? Is there going to be a power lift?
Yes.
Do you have to have a power lift, or are you working by yourself, or what?
Sometimes.
Well, you still got to get it on the power lift.
Yeah.
There's normally nobody else there to help out to put this,
There's, sometimes there is on the scene, sometimes there's not.
okay,
If we transport to a morgue facility, there may be one other person there to help.
okay. I'm just curious. because-
Well,
But we're utilizing the equipment we already have.
Yeah, so we, as I mentioned, not last meeting, because I couldn't make that one, 2 meetings ago. We wanted to go down this road in theory, a long time ago, because of the health and safety conditions and things like that. The reason, was the main reason. But figured there was no way to do it. So now we have potentially, I'll say potentially because you haven't agreed to it yet, but potentially there's a vehicle to do this with. So there's that purchase eliminated. And there's the ambulance, the power load and the power stretcher come from the totaled ambulance. So that will be EMS donating that over to us.
Okay.
That is about a $65,000 expense by itself.
Yeah.
and the reason why that couldn't be used is because it was in an accident, right? And it can't be used. But we could use it for
Yeah, we currently
people that
have,
don't argue.
a power cot now that is the same thing from a prior EMS vehicle involved in an accident several years ago. Can't be used for normal patient transport.
Okay, I just thought
So-
it's 15,000, it was up to 15,000 because you had to get a power lift. You already got the power lift.
Yeah, that was just.
So I'm seeing, where's $15,000 at? For a camper shell and a few lights, I'm not understanding why it's.
Install the power, you have to install the track in the floor
So you got to
that
roll.
holds it, and it charges the cot, all that stuff.
So you'll have some hard numbers for us next time, and then we'll know exactly where that totals are, yeah.
Okay, it just seems like a lot of money for,
Yeah, but if it can keep them rocking and rolling for
Yeah.
another 10, 15 years, then
right.
Yeah.
might be,
And that installation amount is not any really off base from what it costs to put them in an ambulance. So,
Okay.
but
yeah, that's,
we do it in ambulances a lot more, for, health and safety of the workers. So they're not necessarily lifting all that all the time. $65,000 stretcher and loading and all that seems like a lot of money. $15,000 to put it in a vehicle seems like even more money.
Well,
$80,000 is a heck of a lot less
I
than back.
understand that,
back.
you already got the
So-
lift, though, that's, I
Yeah.
did 15,000, and you already got the lift, seems to be a lot of money, is all I'm saying, so. You already got it, you're just installing.
Well, the installation piece was only $3,500.
the camper shell's 7,500. And then how much were the lights and stuff? I missed that part.
He didn't give me a good.
Okay. Then, I don't know.
He estimated it at
I don't
And I
have
have,
good numbers.
he
Estimated-
okay, because I'm at
Estimated-
10.5 right now,
I
so that's the
estimated
reason,
5.
yeah, okay.
You need 11?
11, excuse me.
11, yeah.
That's at Milan High School math, leave me alone. Easy.
All right, yeah, get us some hard numbers on that, and I think we can kind of, going
Yeah.
forward, we can talk about it, and I don't see why we couldn't proceed with whatever makes
Yeah,
sense.
like I said, apologize. I wanted to have numbers by today, but
It's okay.
you can't make people.
We just made a decision on the other vehicle today, so it's fine, so.
Right.
If you can get us that. All right, now we have Jason Smith in front of, any other questions? I'm sorry.
I'm good.
Okay, now we have Jason Smith in front of us, as far as the Health Board President.
So I'll give you some updates and some information, and then I'll take whatever questions you have. First thing is, I've been in and out of town for the last couple of weeks, so I couldn't make it to your last meeting, so thank you for following through with the board appointment to replace Ms. Flutterman. That gentleman, as I think I heard you discuss in the meeting, it's difficult to check all the boxes, so to speak, as far as necessary profession that's dictated by statute, the party affiliation and all that jazz, so that's hard to do. So thanks. Regarding the health officer vacancy, we've made a change. I made a change, I think before your last meeting, but it may have been right about that same time. A change to the job vacancy announcement on the county website. Mr. Gillian brought up an excellent point that we had it worded that it was an anticipated vacancy, and the thought process was that the vacancy doesn't exist, but the vacancy does technically exist because there's no appointment to fulfill that yet. So we've removed the word anticipated and then tried to circulate that back around again, the people that it's been circulated to before. So the understanding is that it's not anticipated. The understanding is that there is a current vacancy. I asked around county offices, a couple. I think I asked Amy and I asked Becky about advertising outside of the county website, because that's been the only actual in writing advertisement that we've had to this point. I think, were you the one that said you did one on Indeed at one point? So we were going to advertise on Indeed last week. Even to do their free trial, you have to put a credit card number in. So I love this county, but I'm not.
You used to not do that. You used to not have to do that.
Oh, say.
It used to be free.
So you can do a trial period now. You still have to put a credit card number in. I love this county, but I'm not putting my credit card number in. So after this meeting, I'll go down and we'll take care of that. So it'll be advertised.
Make sure, like, I know how that stuff is. You put it in there, next thing you know, it's charging you 6 months down the road, so.
Yeah, it's supposed to be whatever the trial period is,
Okay.
and then you're supposed to be asked. So
Just
we'll
make sure you are.
monitor that, asked and
Yeah.
not upping it for,
Because if not, then you're gonna have a bill on the credit card and I'm gonna be screaming at you because I don't got nothing to pay.
yeah, we don't have appropriation for that. We don't, yeah. So,
I'll be honest, I don't think it's a good idea. I think we should advertise it in the paper or something. I don't think Indeeds are good.
well,
We're gonna have to put one of our county credit cards in there. I just don't think that's a good idea.
I'm open to whatever you want to do.
Do you guys have a
That was brought up more
process on
than,
it?
Indeed was brought up more than once. That's the reason I went down that road, and she's used it before, but obviously now they've changed things and you gotta put a number in, and I don't completely agree with that either, so.
Yeah, I'm not familiar with what it is you're talking about, so I don't really know.
Indeed's just like a place that you can advertise job positions that you have open. When Craig had when we had the maintenance position open, like that's
Forever.
where I advertised it when we weren't getting any, hits on it through the web page.
Yeah.
But it didn't cost anything and I didn't have to put a credit card number in there.
Yeah, I mean, I think we obviously have to pursue some type of avenue to get this out there. And maybe it's not a paid, but I don't know if we need to have Becky look at putting it on LinkedIn. I don't know, but it's obvious we're not getting any results from just advertising on the county website. And then the paper, I think the paper would be a good idea. I'm not sure what we need to do, but,
We're gonna have to pay for the paper too, but
At least
it's at least not a credit card.
Right.
we have them set up as a vendor. I'm okay with that. I don't know what your guys' thoughts are. Try the newspaper and see what happens.
yeah.
Better than nothing.
Yeah.
At least we're doing something to help.
Right. I just was thinking that something, maybe a different paper gets more out, but
That would be my concern. I mean, honestly,
Don't get help.
who reads the paper? I mean, and looks at, you look at the help wanted ads and the classifieds to see
No,
your job.
no, I normally make sure they don't quote me saying something stupid.
Doesn't the help
And you don't appear in obituaries. That's the two
Yes,
things you need to
that's
check.
exactly it. Yep.
department have a Facebook page? That's probably one of your best social networks.
I think it's been on there once, but it needs to be
You need to regenerate it.
re-upped
That's probably the
or,
best-
I'll share it,
That's probably the best thing,
Yeah.
best place for it,
yeah.
just to be honest.
that's true.
Why don't you do that, let's do that instead of spending money on either one of them. You guys are.
I agree with that.
That's fine.
Let's do that. I mean, let me ask you this, is it a problem just to bring back the current person and have us do a yay and nay on? Then at least, and then is what that does, if we're to know, he stays in that capacity until we fix it, at least it's on public record. Right now, my only issue with this is I feel like it's being floated in la-la land of this appointment. That's how I feel. And it is. And it's not your fault or anything, but I mean, even if you were to, let's say we do this advertisement, let's try to do something different, right? But let's say we're 2 months down the road, does it make sense to bring back the current person and we say yes or no? And then he still works, he's still gonna do the job, it's just at least it's public record where the appointment stands.
Speaking from my speculation, I don't know because I didn't poll the members of the health board. I think the speculation is that if that individual is brought back again and you vote no, then the law says he can never hold that position. Beyond that, can't bring it back, can't come back again. And it is true that right now, the way we're moving forward, the way things are maintaining is because he remains in that position until a successor is appointed and confirmed. But I think the speculation is, the worry is that you say no, and he says, well, I'm out, see ya. And then everything in that department comes to a screeching halt because it all operates under his license, under his signature, so.
I mean, I guess.
I don't know that for 100% fact.
And that's
speculation.
fine, and that's fine, and I don't know what my opinion is or their opinion is on it, but at some point, we continue to advertise this a little bit more, and maybe we just need to finally sit down and have a conversation, see, and decide on yes or no on something, or meet with the individual and figure out whatever our difference is and see if we can accept a longer tenure.
There has been some talk. I think I've had this discussion with maybe all three of you at some point, and the board had some discussion. Some of it was an executive session, so I'll tiptoe around what I can say, but some discussion about a shorter appointment. And I'm going to refer to your legal counsel that says the appointment is for a 4-year term. I don't know, we don't know where the last 4-year term ended, to be 100% honest.
Neither do I.
Nobody knows, I don't think, without we've tried to do some research through the State Department of Health.
And
the appointment
honestly,
made.
Jason, that's the main reason why I'm trying to
So-
push some sort of action, so we know where this appointment lays for the 4-year period.
So if they appoint, if they were to confirm an appointment today, would that be for 4 years starting today? Would that be the remainder of whatever that term is? Can they appoint for a term less than 4 years?
Let's have a look.
So,
So is the appointment of the health officer even a topic of discussion in your meetings? Because it didn't really seem like it is. Because, I mean, when I watched the one that was online, I don't remember anybody talking about the vacancy for the health officer. So, I mean.
it was, actually, after going back and reviewing, it was brought up, there was a short discussion, and then there was actually one of the members asked, would you like a motion to maintain the status quo the way we are now? I missed that. I didn't ask for them to entertain a motion to just keep moving the way we are, because I didn't hear that, and she didn't ask again,
So that was not the one
She
that
didn't
was
make it.
recorded that's on? That's
Yes.
part- Really?
Yeah.
Okay.
She said, do you need a motion to maintain? That's where I caught it, is the recording.
Okay, yeah, it must have been pretty quick. I didn't pick up on that.
She said, do you need a motion to maintain, to keep what we're doing? However she
Yeah, okay.
phrased that. And I didn't hear that, so I didn't say, because I would have liked for them to vote and say, yeah, I want to keep going, because here I come again, and you say it no fault of me, but I'm the spokesman, so, I mean,
So can we have an executive session with the health board? Is that something maybe we need to talk to them and explain to them what our, where we're sitting at, what we're expecting? Maybe they would have some questions for us to better understand what we're trying to get done. I don't know. That's something we need to talk about, or? I know you don't meet. How often do you meet?
Quarterly.
Quarterly? So, I mean, it's pretty much out there in
When-
no man's land for a while.
When's your next meeting?
October 14th.
All right. Let this advertisement go through Facebook again,
Yep.
okay? And then John can do some research if you don't have it now, do you?
It specifically states a term of 4 years. Doesn't say anything about going more, going less. Now, somebody might be willing to serve for just 2, 3 years, 1 year, whatever. But once they're appointed, unless both parties are in agreement to do something different, I think the 4 years is going to control. So, I think that's where you're.
We do have, we went down a rabbit hole there, proverbial. And there is a couple more pieces to this that I'll share with you. So the State Department of Health did last week announce that their public health boot camp is what how they refer to it. So it's Public Health 101 for new people that haven't worked public health. It's that required training that I've been talking about that the that the local health officers need to attend in order to be a local health officer. They announced that the South offering will be September 30th and October 1st. So at this point, we would love for someone to say, I'm interested. We can get them to go to that. We do have the one resume that I referred to when I was here last time, 2 meetings ago, from a current board member who is a physician. I believe she's going to attend that training to get further information, to figure out what it's all about, see if she really wants to be the health officer or not. I think I told you that.
Yeah.
2 meetings ago, whenever that was, so. But that's the only interest that we've had, anybody expressing interest. So if we were to meet, then to go back to what you said, that will have occurred if we have the advertisement and generate additional interest. Those persons can go to that training. Or, I mean, if they're going to do it, they need to go to that training. But we could have that executive session that you talked about, and, I mean, we may need to iron things out. We may have a different route to go by then. So
Right. All right.
entirely up to you.
Well, I think, let's see if we can get an updated Facebook post done. We'll all share it. We'll see what happens. And then maybe we'll, I think at minimum, get some, what was that date that you said that training needed to be?
The training is the 30th, September 30th and October 1st.
Yeah. Be getting the board together before for their meeting if we push it. But let's table it and kind of see what happens.
I've forwarded that to the interested physician, just get that onto her schedule, get that set up. And I've not talked to her yet because I just sent it this morning, but we've asked our administrator to try to schedule herself to attend that as well, since it's Public Health 101, be good for her to, I mean, schedule permitting, be good for her to go to that too.
Okay.
It's in lovely Spring Mill State Park, so if anybody wants to go learn about public health for 2 days. Just kidding.
Where's it at?
Spring Mill.
Yeah.
Jeff, you got any interest?
No.
Nope.
Can you work that in your,
Not interested in furthering your education in public health?
can you work that into your schedule? I can't work 1 day into mine, let alone 2, so.
Okay,
Mine's busy enough.
yeah. All right, anything else, Jason? In all your capacity?
I don't think so.
Okay.
All the hats been swapped around and everything's
Okay.
cool.
All right, thank you, appreciate it.
Thanks.
Thanks,
you.
Jason.
Do we have any public comment? Anybody?
About this or something else?
Sure, come on up, Ron.
I'm Ron Decker, I'm on council. I have a question, your last meeting or 2 meetings maybe, you were saying something about having an extra $72,000 for the Sunman Sewer Project. Do you still have that?
There wasn't any money left over after, so it was what had happened, because I know I said there was going to be some money because the bid came back, right? Remember I told everybody that?
And you talked about going down a side.
Well, hold on. That's after this fact. There was a situation that we've talked about that where there was $60,000 that the town needed to update something to fit within the IDEM engineering plan.
Okay.
Okay, that went towards the existing project that we've already voted for. The conversation did come up if there was any money left over to go towards an extension through town, which would hit about 8 more houses. So it'd be 8 more houses. You probably heard about the situation going down one road in a couple of churches. The engineer was looking at it, if you go straight down the road, you hit 8 more houses, and an individual is wanting to take some commercial property and have sewer there in his commercial property so he could do more. It's where the old brick used to be at, and across the road. And I went back to the town of Summit and the engineers, and they said with the contingency money, that there is no money. Because there's that building, there could be after the contingency, Ron, I don't know.
The reason I was asking is because I've been working, hoping to get money for the fire departments. And with John's information, state boards of accounts information, we can't just give money to the fire department. But if that was ARP money, and it was left over, we could, I do remember that, it could, if it came back, that's why I'm asking.
Yeah,
It could go to the fire
Yeah,
department.
I don't, from what I asked, it seemed like that stuff, I don't know what it was called. It was something that they came back and said, like, they needed to upgrade something that was internal in their system since they were doing this, that the engineer said they had to do, IDEM said, and it was within that $750,000 scope. So I
So
don't.
you don't think there'll be any left over?
I don't think so.
Okay, that's all I was asking.
And I know the rules of that grant are, once it's committed, the project has to be fully done, and then the dust has to settle where that money can be reappropriated back.
Right.
So that would be, as long as it's not exceeding that amount.
Right,
So-
because I know it would be Sundance money, then the Ready Grant money, and then
Then
the
the county.
ARP money would be the last one if there was money left over.
Yeah.
I was just curious because I'm trying to help the fire department.
Yeah, and I don't know whether we are able to use ARP money for fire. I guess that's the $1,000,000 question. If we can't, I mean, I don't think there's any money there regardless, so it doesn't matter whether we're
There's
gonna.
nothing left, but
Yeah.
as far as that goes, the ARP could have been used for, like, safe passage, it got turned down, it could have been, went to the fire departments or nonprofits.
Okay, Ron, while you're still sitting here though, we're going to talk to John about this executive session or the special meeting that apparently I screwed up, so.
You didn't screw it up, it was on the minutes as a,
Anyway, I was out whenever the last council meeting was. I had a conference in Indy that I had to leave to on Monday evening to get to. Dawned at the meeting that night. When I read the minutes, it was an executive session.
Executive
Her
session.
note stated executive session to me, but no time on anything. So I sent a text message out to all the council members asking what time the executive session started on August 4th. And I said, executive session in my text message. And all I got back was 6 o'clock. They didn't tell me that it wasn't an executive session, that it should have been a special meeting, because the special meeting means 10 days, and the executive session only means 2.
Right.
So I didn't advertise it until Thursday of last week. So, but it's about longevity. They wanted to discuss longevity before the budget hearings next week. Can they do that with the new law?
Let's see what we can find out.
Because if we can't, we might as well call all the council members and just scratch the meeting. And I mean, I'm taking the blame for it. I don't think it's all my fault.
It's not your
but-
fault, it's not your fault at all, Amy, because in the minutes, it says executive session.
As a default on it, the first day of budget hearings, it's something like if we can't talk
Yeah,
about
I
it.
mean,
we
like, I
can
have
just-
an agenda for the budget hearings, like, there's like people there at 9 o'clock, but I can move them to be somewhere else. In that first like 2 hours, we can discuss whatever needs to be discussed before.
But if it was supposed to be executive session, why was it redated 10 days out?
What do you mean?
What do you mean?
We rescheduled it 10 days. It was enough for a special meeting.
Well, I know that.
Otherwise, it could have been
I know
within
it
48
was,
hours.
But I was told executive session.
I understand that, and I clarified it at the meeting. If you listen, I asked Peggy, and she said public. So, and that's why they scheduled it 10 days out.
Yeah, but Amy,
I was here.
Amy, but they did in their meeting, but Amy did not do the advertisement. She's taken
Oh,
responsibility.
I know that.
No,
In my
on
opinion,
the
But
minutes.
Ron's saying it was in the minutes, it said that. and
It does, and they approved the minutes.
It says executive session.
Okay, I
So,
don't understand why you
you know,
scheduled it 10
I-
days out.
We didn't, I didn't schedule it 10 days out.
They did. They picked the
Council
date.
did.
talked
They
about
picked the
it 10
date.
days out.
Yeah, they picked the
yes.
date 10 days out. Yeah.
Yes.
Yes.
So I guess at this stage,
But
while John's
we
here,
don't
the
meet at
question
that
comes
meeting.
in,
I
can
didn't
you
know
guys
that.
still
No, I
meet under
didn't-
these?
I didn't need to look at
under
that
this
meeting
topic
or
in
either
executive
read
meeting?
or
That's what she's
listen to
asked.
the
Yeah.
meeting, because Dawn already had the minutes done. I read the minutes, I felt like that was good enough.
It's not Amy's fault at all. It's not Amy's fault at all. It was brought up to be an executive session, and then at the last minute, I think Peg said, let's make it for the public. Well, and it's not Don's fault, because Don probably didn't know, okay, an executive session, are you allowed to have public or not? It's not that at all.
She
It's
knew
it's
that-
one of them things that just,
Different,
happened.
but she just didn't.
Yeah,
It
I
just happened.
I watched the video too and see how the whole thing could have gotten convoluted.
yeah, I don't think it's
it is.
anybody's fault,
Yeah.
especially Amy, because she's been.
No, I'm not blaming Amy at all.
I'm not either. She's sort of been putting it on herself, and she shouldn't. She does a remarkable job all the time. It's not her fault. It's one of them things that just sort of happen. And,
I'm not blaming myself fully, I'm blaming every council member, because I sent them too, because I sent a text message out that had the word.
Is this outside the realm of?
executive
I thought it
session.
was, I thought it
That's
was,
it.
Yeah.
I thought it was.
If John can,
executive
if
of-
John, so we can move forward with our meeting, so if John can get the answer on that before the meeting's up.
That's fine.
Yeah. Do you have anything else for us, Ron?
No, I was just curious
Okay.
about that ARP money, if we could do something for the fire departments.
Ron, do you remember the fund at one time, we had $45,000 that went to fire years ago. You remember that? And it was in one of the casino funds, wasn't it?
Right.
Is there any money left in those funds?
I don't think so. It's casino building fund. The other one's got $1 in it, I think.
Okay. Because I know that as soon as that money stopped, we didn't have the money to be
Right.
given fire,
I
so.
think I know another way that we can do it. I've been working with the State Board of Accounts, and there might be another way, but before I even mention anything, I want to make sure it's
Okay,
right.
yeah.
No, that's all. That was just a question, if there was going
Yeah.
to be any money left. that-
And in full disclosure, I've not called the individual that was really pushing that project over there in Summit. I don't even think I've called him back yet and told him there wasn't any money. I need to do that, because he was doing all the survey work for free.
Right.
And I don't want him to do any more work, because there's just not any money there unless,
Money to do it, there's no money
yeah,
to do it.
unless economic development or somebody else wants to come up with it, but I don't think, they might be ready to grant money that can,
See, and I don't know.
Yeah.
I don't know. I was just curious about
okay,
that.
yeah. All right, thank you.
Thank you.
Thanks, Ron.
One thing that we got to discuss while they're looking at that is we need to discuss the hiring for the 911 director, okay? I think we have 5 applicants. I guess my question is, do we think this group that we have now is good enough to do interviews and decide, or do we want to wait? What's our next steps on that?
Well, we have 5 applicants and 1 resume.
Yes, I know.
Yeah.
I noticed that myself.
And that's been with the resume, I would like to do an interview, obviously, with the
Yeah.
person that sent in a resume, but the applicants, if they don't have a resume, I don't know that it'd be nice to know a little bit more information. But
I was thinking I saw 2.
if there is, I didn't pick up on it, so that'd be I apologize for that if there is.
Should we?
Did you have a
have
resume in
Will
yours?
with us?
Okay, then there were 2, because I read the resume of another one.
Okay, so yeah, I
I can go get them.
yeah.
Do you want me to go get them?
If you have, if you don't mind, yeah, that might not be bad.
Real quickly, executive session, you can have an executive session to discuss job performance evaluation, employee-specific compensation, of course, that's probably in the hiring process, or employment matters of individual employees. This subdivision does not apply to a general discussion of the salary compensation or benefits of employees during a budget process.
So there's your answer.
That needs to be-
Cancel, can you send your guys a text message? Or ask Amy, she can when she,
She's got it already set up to hit everybody, so.
okay.
But you can also now meet to discuss employee health care options with respect to special exceptions for coverage and employee handbook changes, to review negotiations on the performance of publicly bid contracts when public knowledge regarding the review would cause the likelihood of increased costs, like if you don't want too much information out there ahead of time. 18, to discuss soliciting proposals for the purpose of awarding contracts for goods or services when proprietary data, trade secrets, or other information contained in the bidder's proposal relating to the bidder's unique methods of conducting business or determining prices or premium rates to be charged for services under the terms of the proposal.
It sounds like all them additional parameters are specifically for commissioners' duties.
Kinda.
I really don't
But
see,
the budget process part is still council.
yeah.
But
That's an example of, I think us commissioners, with that being advertised, are you guys okay to be at the first round of the first opening of the budget?
I'm
If
not
that's-
sure there or not.
Yeah.
We have, I would say just cancel the meeting for tonight, because everything John just said there, it can't be done, correct?
Yeah.
Yeah, I would just say we need to cancel it.
Do you want to make that phone call, or do you want to make
I
that
could
phone
go out to
call?
my car, or if you
Or
could
shoot that text message and tell
just
them,
shoot that text message out that we can't have the meeting tonight. If you don't mind. Otherwise, I can go out to my phone.
What if you have a sale going on, Ron? You don't have a phone on you, what if someone's wanting to buy advertisements?
a little bit of a resume.
Okay.
This one has one. And then, this one does not. This one has like that. Just shows education and experience
Okay.
about me. And then this one has one.
And if I'm not mistaken, only 1 or 2 of the applicants were,
This one has one.
So the resumes they weren't single attachments, they were all added together with the
Correct.
application. That's probably why I missed them.
you had to scroll down.
Yeah, I was looking for a separate attachment.
Do,
I put them all together because I didn't want somebody else's resume to be with somebody else's
Understand?
application. So I just kind of gave them all together.
did
Sorry.
we advertise outside of our employees?
I think it was put on the website.
Okay, okay. do we want to review them, make a decision on how many we want to interview? I mean, I don't know if, I don't think we don't have to interview everybody. If there's a couple that we, I mean, our time's important. I mean, do we want to, I mean, you guys asked me, I don't know if us three have gone through this process yet.
No, we haven't.
No. So you guys tell me how you feel about it. Do we want to look at them? We want to say, well,
I
invite
just
2 or
briefly have went through them, but I didn't study them.
Yeah, do we want 2 or 3 of them? Do we want to pick the top 3 out of the 4 or 5, or top
Yeah.
2?
Yeah, I think, well, 2 to 3 people.
Should we have Will get involved? He's still working for us, and he knows all about what needs, the knowledge needed
Right.
for that
I
job.
mean, yeah, it wouldn't hurt. I mean, he doesn't have to say anything
No.
but he could at least make sure that before or after we're asking right questions regarding, I mean, it is good to, have, if we were having an exit interview with Will, is what I would be doing, is I'd be asking, well, what questions do we need to be asking the next director, right? So, do we want to set a date on interviews today and tentatively say 3?
Right, so can you hand that, do you have them there? We'll look at them and pick out, yeah, we can. I mean, do we need to pick them out in the meeting, or we?
I don't think we do.
Okay, all right, okay, yeah. Do we need to set a date in the meeting, or, I mean, well, obviously it depends.
I think it would be nice to set a date now for all 3 of us.
I don't think we can do next week, right? Or am I
It would be an executive session, so 2 days in advance for a hiring.
See, the days,
We don't have a meeting until a week from today, so we can't make any official decision between now and,
The 18th.
I'm
The
looking
18th.
for 4 days of budget. Is that next week?
Yeah.
Okay.
that is next week already?
Yes, that's,
That come quick.
I can't be here on the 6th.
I assume just to do it next week. Do you guys think that's too much, and maybe after a budget hearing or something, or try to get something scheduled maybe during budget hearings while we're already here? or-
I'm planning on being at every budget hearing.
Okay, the nice thing is we can watch the video during interviews.
So there's not enough time to get an interview in,
You
doing
can't
this
do
week?
that because I can't be in that meeting and this.
Gotcha, okay. Do you want to go ahead and try to fit it in this week?
I would just soon see it, try to get them fit in this week.
I just can't the 6th. I'm sorry, I just can't.
Yeah.
6 is what, Wednesday?
Wednesday. And you have to advertise it for 2 days.
It would
so-
probably be best wait till what, Friday?
Friday, I cannot do Friday.
Oh, come on, Mark. Thursday?
Then put-
Thursday, open all day?
Okay.
Well, Thursday, I'm
I'm glad
good.
I'm self-employed anymore.
I mean, Wednesday's fine too in the evening. I mean, obviously, I'm looking at evenings. I'm not looking at,
That's
what,
the
I
same.
know, Amy, I just saw it, sorry. Thursday, 6 o'clock?
So we have to have it advertised by tomorrow, right?
Well, here's your next thing.
Okay.
Is I understand that you want it Thursday at 6 o'clock. But I think some of these people are
Yeah, you-
employees of our county, depending on who you want.
Yeah, you have to make sure that- yeah.
Interview and not interview. I mean, what if they can't make it? I understand that you're set in stone, or is it just, you're just not gonna give them a chance if they can't be here?
I think we can accommodate that.
Okay.
I mean, I'm okay with accommodating that. If it can't be that day or whatever, then we need to know as soon as possible, and we can try to accommodate that. And if we have to do it earlier in the day or in the afternoon, I'm okay with that too. I mean, I would,
But we need to pick 1, 2, 3, however
Do you
many
want
by
an
tomorrow.
hour per interview? Do you want, how do you want me to, 'cause I mean, I'm sure I'm gonna be the one calling and making,
I think 45 minutes per interview, and I think we're gonna do up to 3,
Do you say 45 or 25?
45.
45. Whatever, don't matter to me. Do you think you should pick 3? Or get it down to
If there's
2.
3 that we think are viable, I mean, there's some with some experience, and there's some that have never set foot in a dispatch center. So,
Was it put out there what the available wage was going to be for that job position?
But it's public knowledge.
Okay, okay. Just checking, I was curious.
I think it's fair to say that we will ask Amy, or we will set up the dates on whomever we decide. We've never decided in the public meeting who we were going to interview.
So you want the 7th at 6 o'clock?
Yes.
Do you want Will to help go through these to decide down to the final 3 or what?
I think if you review them, I think they might be obvious.
Okay.
I mean, it's just, I appreciate people applying, but there's some that are, I don't know. As far as I'm concerned,
Are these keepers?
I'm not making.
You're just looking,
I'm just
okay.
looking, yeah.
like with Scott's position, we just had Scott pick the top 3, and it was, that's,
Call.
that's one thing too. If we don't want to make a call, we can just ask Will to go through those and tell us the best 2 candidates.
That's what I kind of
Are you okay?
referring to.
Roger, are you all right with that?
Yeah, I'm fine with that, yeah.
Okay.
I mean, he would know the qualifications.
Yeah.
That's
Maybe
best.
post-it notes or anything.
So Amy, we will let you know, schedule the executive meeting, and we'll let you know whom and how many people we need to schedule for that time. I don't think it's going to be any more than 3.
When are you gonna let me know?
We have to let
As soon as I forward that email to Will, and Will gives me the top 3 candidates.
But you have to.
Yeah, all right
by
with
the
that, I
tomorrow,
mean,
right?
it's,
Yeah, I have meetings in Indy the next 2 days. That's the only reason I'm asking.
okay. I can, yeah.
Wednesday, Thursday, late. So you'd have to know by tomorrow noon?
I think we can schedule it regardless of who
I'm
we
gonna
ask you to
schedule the
do.
executive session as soon as I get back in my office.
Okay, got you. Got you.
But to make the phone calls, I feel like you should not just give them a day notice.
Oh, we should have that next couple of days.
Oh, I know, a couple of days, that's a day notice of an interview.
What's today's, what is,
Today's the
Monday.
4th,
I'll tell you.
and you wanna do it
Or
on
the
the
month.
7th, that's only 3 days.
I know.
Because you can't
I
work
mean-
Friday.
The only reason why I say that is because people work.
Yeah.
And a lot of times their employees, or our employers are not gonna let them off work in a day notice.
Are you guys okay with what we're doing, or you want to extend it? Okay.
That's fine.
Okay.
I'd go ahead and schedule it, and if we can't make it work, we'll have to reschedule.
Yeah, I wanna go ahead and schedule it, I'm just trying to say.
Because the Monday of the following week, I'm okay with. Is that a safe backup day if someone comes back and says, hey, I can't do it? Are you guys okay with that?
Budget starts on Tuesday, right?
Yes,
Okay.
yes.
Budget should be done Thursday.
Should.
You seem pretty confident on that, Ron Decker.
I don't think I've ran one past 3 days. I don't know how big.
Well, I understand, but with these things going on that you guys wanna discuss, that's a lot of changes to the budget, that's budgets that have already.
Ready to sign paperwork?
Yes.
I already think we know the answer on it.
Amy, we're ready.
Oh.
Okay, let me send out this.
Sorry.
I'll do it.
Sorry, Amy.
Did you ask if
Maybe the
anybody
same
else had any
thing
questions?
happened on Andrew with the questions that happened to you, only 3 others answered.
I didn't hear what he said.
Does I'm sorry, Ron, what was your question directed to us? No? Okay. Any other public comment? Gentlemen? Don't want to sing us a song? Do we have a motion to approve the minutes of our last meeting of July 21st?
I'll make that motion.
I'll second.
All in favor, say aye.
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 Sticky notes. They cleaned that out back there pretty well.
Do we have a motion to pay the claims and payroll?
Make a motion?
A second.
All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
The only other thing that I have is I've got all the paperwork done on the grant that you wanted me to apply for with the Rising Sun Regional Foundation, except for if they want a budget on where you're going to pay for that if the grant is not provided. Can you tell me where you want to pay for that
We
out
just,
of
I thought we talked about it the other day.
I mean, you guys discussed it, but you never had a set plan on where you were gonna pay for it if the grant wasn't.
I know we knew that that budget, that whatever that line or account was gonna be potentially close if something else came up. I know there was over 100K there.
There was, but is that the one you wanted to come out of?
Yeah, I mean, it makes sense. Sheriff. And then we will be taking going down to the jail. Are you able to go with us, Amy?
Yes.
Okay. Are you afraid of ladders?
No.
Okay.
Would it matter if I was?
Well, we just keep you on the ground. I've never toured the top of the facility before.
I haven't either. So do we need to get a hold of Will or to decide on their picks here?
I think is what I'll call him or text him
You're
and
going
say,
to-
hey, I'm
okay.
gonna email these to you, can you make a recommendation of 3?
Okay,
And then we can,
that's fine. I just wondered who's going to take care of it. That's,
Yeah. I'll do my best to try to do that before I have to go to the kids' open house at school. After that, I should be.
open the house.
Roger, what was the total for the chairs that we bought?
He never did get a final total, but it would have been around $850.
Okay, Amy, there will be an invoice coming in for some chairs over at the courthouse?
I know.
Okay. I didn't know if you knew, I just didn't want you to be surprised by it.
The only one that I was surprised about was Patterson's.
Yeah, that was kind of a bad deal.
We got reimbursed for that, didn't we?
No, that is not
He
a
turned-
reimbursable one.
He turned in a bill for that, where we asked him if he had any extra, he turned in a bill for that,
How much was it?
$400.
$495, I think it was.
That was all included.
Smart businessman, I guess. Huh. Okay. Well, at least we got that stuff fixed.
Right.
But we bought extra chairs so that way all the chairs at the courthouse match if anybody's concerned. There was a couple like yellow chairs that were from when some of us were in elementary school. So it was kind of silly to keep them and have things that didn't match. So,
Well, I sent a text message out, now whether any of them respond or read it is a different situation, so I hope no one
So no,
shows up.
do we have to come back here to adjourn the meeting?
I don't think so. If Amy's with us, we can adjourn the meeting out there.
Okay, all right, I wasn't sure.
If anybody's concerned about the colors we picked for the jail, you're more than welcome to take the public meeting to the jail roof.
Things, something that matches the brick.
Ron, you're more than welcome.
And easy to-
You want to go with us?
Yeah,
Match up.
Go with us to the jail?
hard to go against white.
Afraid of ladders?
Is that what's on it?
I don't.
It's flat. It's a flat roof. I worked for a roofing company in high school.
Say God, tell
When I was in high school, union roofing company my brother worked at, and I was 18 years old, I made $14 an hour, and I thought I made a boatload of money.
You did?
I did, this is in 2004. And I'll never forget, they told me that I did not have access to the building because it was a telecom building or something. And they had a extension ladder that was 4 runs. And I remember they told me I couldn't go through the building, and I'm out on that carrying a pop, shaking the whole way up, and I get all the way up there, and they just made it clear that I couldn't go through the building coming down either. So I had to go all, I don't know, 60?
You say 4 rungs, are we talking about?
The
like
three,
sections of
three
ladder?
12 sections, right? Like, and that ladder was bowing like this. Whew, I'll tell you, nowadays, there's no way in heck I'm afraid to get on my own ladder. But anyways,
That was your initiation, wasn't it?
guess what I don't do now?
Get on
I don't work on roofs.
I don't blame you. I worked
Good to
with
see
the guy for a little while, and he said, here's the fact of roofing, it's not if you fall off, it's when you fall off. And it will happen, and hopefully you won't get hurt. I said, I think I'm done.
It's a no, I'm glad we have people that are willing to do that. I'm glad I did it early enough to realize that wasn't what I wanted to do for a living.
It's a good thing not to do for a living this
Yeah.
whole year, so.
Yeah.
Yeah. You guys can run, if you want to go climb the ladders, knock yourself out.
It's not that hard.
Stay away from it. Nice to meet you, Greg.
I gotta worry about trees falling on me.
Trees cutting, yeah, there's another thing, so.
Thanks for coming.
Since we're at a public meeting, would you mind stating your name?
Yeah.
Brent Roberts.
Right, I think I may
Brett
get the
Roberts,
commissioners
okay.
gathering.
You're
You
not
down
gonna
there?
be able to hear
Yeah,
any of
yeah,
this.
yeah, yeah,
So good that we
yeah.
Yeah, if you guys wouldn't mind going over, we
It's
don't
all
want,
gonna be mumbo
it's
jumbo
being-
together 'cause everybody's talking at one time.
Good afternoon, it's still afternoon, I started to say good evening. Good afternoon, Commissioners. Brent Roberts, Butler Fairman Seifert Consulting Engineering Firm. This is Greg Prince, works with me as well, is actually going to be taking over for me here at the end of the year, so just coming around, seeing your bright smiling faces, and letting you guys go play on the roof. We'll stay away from that.
all right.
Thanks.
Hey, guys, I appreciate everything you guys do. I'm a Scott County Commissioner, so I understand a lot of these issues that you all have to deal with, and sometimes it's tough decisions, so thank you for everything you guys do. I left John some information from an NDOT standpoint, you all can reach out for some of the easement questions that was brought up from the highway earlier. So anything you guys need, feel free to reach out to us, and I'll leave you my card before we leave, and anything we can do to help you, by all means. Thank you, guys.
All right, thank you very much.
Take care.
Nice to meet you. So you do this too?
I do.
Yeah, your poor soul.
Well, I was at NDOT for
What was the name again, Greg? Brent.
I've worked with all the firms, so when they come calling, I think it's a good firm, so
Yeah,
good opportunity for me.
good deal, good deal.
Thank you. Good to meet you.
How long are the meetings in Scott County?
It varies. We're usually a good hour and a half typically.
Okay.
We've been a lot longer in the past. You guys seem like you have a good group. We felt like we used to have a good group, but,
You want my vote on which meeting I'd rather go to?
yeah, I know. It's,
Hey, the wheels could fall off of this at any point, but so far I think we're doing good.
Yeah.
Hey, I have had, so this is my second term, getting ready to run again next year for my third term, but I have had, this is my third set of commissioners since I've been here. My first 2 years I had 2, then I had 4 years, and then these 2. So I've never had a consistent group since I've been here.
yeah,
So,
that's, that can be good.
because they've all learned, like, well, I don't want to do this job.
Yeah, and I don't know if I'll run again either.
Yeah.
So, you know,
Yeah, I know I'm running one more term, and then I think at that point, my kids I might take a step back. I was on council for 6 years before I ran. I think I was 26 when I first won my first election. I do enjoy being able to help the public. That's my favorite part about it. Sometimes there's other things that don't make it so much fun, but when people call me because of a road issue, and stuff that I know that I can directly fix and help is awesome.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
That's the lane I like to be in as well.
Yeah.
So you said you were familiar with like the right-of-way, the state right-of-way. You said you had some insight on what we was talking about earlier. So would you be a resource for those landowners to contact you if they had a question?
Sure, and I can certainly direct them to somebody else, but I can be that middleman to try to help with that, yeah.
Because I feel like there's going to be some questions come up, you know.
We can, reach out and, one of the things I was telling John, from the NDOT standpoint, we can pull plans and get that information that, we don't have to guess on. We can accurately get that.
Okay, all right.
And base your decision.
Sorry, Amy, I'd have brought you them.
all right.
I never thought about it.
Good seeing you, Roger.
Thank you.
See it.
Clip that was, clip
Do we have a motion to recess to walk over to the jail?
I make a motion.
Second.
All in favor, say aye.
Aye. Somebody steal her clip off that resume? It was all put together.
Roger,
It's right here.
I have this book, Amy's got a copy of it. I mean, I don't want to drag it home if you guys have interest in looking at it, but it's basically salaries of other counties across the state.
Yeah.
Okay, take it home and I'll grab it.
I'll bring it next meeting.
Yeah.
Because I do want to, and I will have it here for budget hearings
Yeah, I'll look at it.
next
I'd
week.
like to look at it during
Yeah,
the budget hearing.
yeah.
Yeah.
All right.
Why don't you take that to work and get that all copied?
I'm not going to the office tomorrow.
I wonder if the township trustees could go to their boards and ask for a little more money for fire